Dwarf Journey takes clear inspiration from games like Rogue Legacy and Undermine. It is a solid roguelike action platformer that unfortunately has a pretty short shelf life, clocking in at only 2.5 hours at most. Thankfully, the game is free to play, so there isn't really a downside to checking it out for yourself. The game's premise is fairly simple. You have a quest, monsters are in your way, and you have to stop them in order to achieve your goal. Nothing revolutionary in that department. You enter rooms filled with enemies that you must eliminate before you can progress into the next rooms. Some rooms have ores that you can mine in order to get better equipment and upgrades. Some rooms have blueprints for better gear, and some have shrines which give you a boost in stats for the remainder of your current run. If you die in a run without sending your ores back to the surface, they are completely lost. Luckily, you gain experience which can permanently level up your stats and make future runs much easier. There are 4 worlds, and each has their own set of enemies and bosses. Once you complete this, there's not much to it. The game does a few things noticeably well. First and foremost, the controls worked very well, assuming you're playing on a controller. I never had an issue where my character did something that I did not want them to do. Considering that I had a build that was all about speed and crits, I was impressed with how there were no frame hiccups during my playtime. Speaking of how the game is played, you can build a character that can withstand a lot of punishment, or one that can dish it out. Brute strength or speedy crit, those are really the only choices that you have available to you. I like the bosses and honestly wish that there were more, as these were the most diverse and are the only times in which the challenge fit the gameplay. Speaking of challenges, the game does not do a great job scaffolding the player in each world. Once you manage to complete a world and get to the next one, you're probably going to find yourself severely underleveled and under-equipped, making clearing a world on your first try very unlikely. Moreover, you'll find that a lot of the enemies that you just fought are going to be very similar across the worlds, except with maybe a slight mechanic alteration and more health. This more health creates breakpoints where you just need more stats to comfortably clear the enemies in each subsequent world. Another gripe that I had was the process of mining without an upgrade feels like it takes forever. I would have preferred it be slightly faster. It is important to note that if you play the game with touch controls, it takes a moment to get used to because it is a fixed virtual pad which does not allow you to adjust it. Overall, I would say check it out. It's a pretty fun game and one that could be completed in only a couple of sessions. The gameplay loop does give you that one more run feeling, especially when it is coupled with roguelike elements of having you get stronger each run. This is most notable when you feel that you are right on the edge of being able to one-shot enemies in a given world. It is free to play, no ads, so in my opinion, it's a no-brainer. Go check it out yourself and tell me what you think. If you have any recommendations for me to review, leave it in the comments section below. Otherwise, stay tuned in to Gaming in the Moment.